Hey everybody, Miss Smith here. So today we're going to discuss two very important ingredients when it comes to making yummy baked desserts. Those are eggs and butter. Before we begin, the first things we do before we start preparing food are obviously wash our hands, which I already did, um, and make sure if you have long hair, it's pulled back. Today I decided to don my little chef's hat. I'm also wearing my fancy earrings, my cupcake earrings. They make me happy. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to crack an egg. It may seem simple, but sometimes the eggshells get in. So I'm going to just show you a quick and easy way of how I like to crack an egg. So sometimes the biggest problem with cracking an egg is eggshells getting in. So what is the best way to take the eggshells out if that happens? We will discuss that. So first off, we have a little bowl. We have an egg, standard, basic, edible egg. So how I like to do it is I like to give it one tap on a flat surface. If you crack it along an edge of something, then that can push the eggshells into the egg. So I like to crack it on a flat surface. Then you're just going to take your thumbs and pull it apart. You're not going to squeeze the egg. So let's see. I will show you. Hopefully this works. All right, so I'm cracking it once, and then I'm not squeezing it. I'm just going to pull it apart like that. Boom. Not an eggshell in there. Not an eggshell in there. Let's see if you can see it. No eggshells. What would happen if there was an eggshell in there? Okay, it happens sometimes. So I'm just going to take one and put it in. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is an eggshell in there. So if you take a spoon or a fork, you're just going to kind of be swimming around and trying to catch it. If you take your finger, it kind of swims away from it. So what I like to do, I like to take the eggshell and you just put it in there and it attracts the little piece of shell that's in there. Okay, boom, I got it. I know it's hard for you to see, but I got that little missing eggshell that was floating around in there. Okay, eggshells attract eggshells. So it's best to do it that way. This way you're not frustrated and trying to catch that missing eggshell in there. So I wanted to go over why eggs are important in a recipe, and that's because they are made of some pretty important things when it comes to baking. So eggs are made up of the white part, which is this little clear part in here. Okay, so you have this, it's kind of like clear and transparent. Okay, that is made up of mostly water and protein. Then you have the yolk, which is, we all know what the yolk is. It's that yellow part, the big yellow, what looks like a sun. And that is a deep yellow color, and it is made up of fat, water, and protein. Then you have something that's called the chalaza, which I don't know if you can see it, but it's just those little white stringy strands. And those, they just hold the yolk into the middle of the egg. So they do have a purpose. You can leave them in there. They won't affect your recipe at all. So those are the parts of an egg. So why are they important? Well, let's think about it. When you think of water, so obviously it's going to add moisture, and it also helps with leavening. Leavening, we have some leavening agents, which we will talk about at a different time, but a quick roundup of that is leavening agents help doughs and batters rise when baked. Protein. Eggs are full of protein, and protein coagulates, means they harden when you add heat to them. So the protein part is going to add structure and strength to your finished product. Last but not least is fat. Okay, so eggs have a bit of fat, and that just adds a nice, rich flavor. So eggs are a very crucial part of baking ingredients. Then we also have butter. Butter, 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 butter. Butter is fat. Okay. Most of the times when you have a really yummy dessert, it has fat in it. Okay. So we're going to quickly talk about butter, just so you know the measurements. Typically, butter comes in the long sticks. Okay. You can buy a package of 4. 2 of these, okay, don't get confused. 2 sticks of butter equals 1 cup, okay? Don't get mixed up. 2 sticks of butter equals 1 cup. So I just wanted to go over some quick little things for you. Some butter, some eggs. We do work with them a lot in some of the recipes that we do in class. There are also some fantastic substitutions for eggs in case you are allergic. Applesauce is one of my favorites. It actually can sweeten up the product a little bit, and you can't even tell that there's no eggs in it. Sometimes they come out a little crispier, but a great substitution if you can't eat eggs for whatever reason, whether you're allergic or it's just not part of your diet. So that's that. So a quick recap. Eggs, mostly made of protein, water, and fat. They basically help bind the product, the finished baked product together. That's basically it for this quick little lesson. I hope you were able to pay attention, and I wish I was teaching this in person to you, but due to the circumstances, this is the best that I can do at the moment. I truly hope that we can work together and we can bake together, even if it's virtually. So that's my little lesson on eggs, butter measurements, and you will see where this is going in my next demo.